Dear students, you are welcome to the Education Department at SHAHD Association. Our lesson today is about Midpoint Theorem. Make sure to subscribe to our channel for more lessons and don't forget to click the bell to stay notified. In this lesson, you will learn how to identify and use midpoint theorem in the trapezoid. Also, you will learn how to identify midpoint theorem in any triangle, and you will be able to use the converse of midpoint theorem in proving midpoint. Midpoint theorem and a trapezoid. We have seen in the engage and explore section what is a trapezoid and what are the elements of this quadrilateral. Now let's see how we can apply the midpoint theorem on it. So in a trapezoid, the segment joining the midpoints of the two non-parallel sides is parallel to the two bases and equals to their average. Let's solve an exercise to understand the idea. So we have ABCD as a trapezoid, and AB equal to 3 cm, DC equal to 6 cm. The first part asks us what does RZ represent for sides AB and BC. We know that R and Z are the midpoints for sides AD and BC respectively. And we have known this from the coded properties. AR equal to RD and BZ equal to ZC. Then we can say that RZ is parallel to AB and AB is parallel to DC. So these three lines are parallel to each other. The second part asks us what is the length of RZ. By using the midpoint theorem, we can say that RZ equal to AB plus DC over 2. So the average of two bases, AB plus DC over 2. So 3 plus 6 over 2, 9 over 2 equal to 4.5 centimeter. Now let's see how midpoint theorem works in a triangle. So the segment joining the midpoints of two sides of a triangle is parallel to the third side and is equal to half of it. So assume that we have a triangle ABC. We have M and N are the midpoints for sides AB and AC respectively. Then MN should be parallel to the third side, which is side BC, and must be equal to half of it. So MN must be equal to BC over 2. Exercise 1. We have triangle ABC. In the first part, what does segment DE represent for side BC? In the second part, given that DE equal 3 cm, AB 7 cm, and AC equal to 5 cm. We need to find the parameter of triangle ABC. Let's start solving. So since D and C are the midpoints for sides AB and AC respectively. Why? Because from the coded properties, we know that AD equal to DB. So D is the midpoint for side AB. And we know that AE equal EC. Again, we can conclude that E is the midpoint for side AC. So DE is parallel to BC by using midpoint theorem. Now in the second part, we need to find the parameter of triangle ABC. So the parameter of triangle ABC is equal to AB plus BC plus AC. We have the value or the length of sides AB and AC, but we don't have the length of side BC. So we need to calculate it by using midpoint theorem. So we know that DE is equal to BC over 2. And for that, BC must be equal to 2DE, 2 times 3, which is equal to 6 centimeters. So BC equal to 6 centimeters. Now we can find the parameter of this triangle. 7 plus 5, which is equal to 12, plus 6, and that's equal to 18 centimeters. Inverse of midpoint theorem in a triangle. The line drawn from a midpoint of a side of a triangle parallel to another side must pass through the midpoint of the third one. Let's solve an exercise to understand the idea. So we have a triangle ABC. If the line MN is parallel to line BC and passes through the midpoint of side AB, this line must pass through the midpoint of side AC. So first, we need to prove that MN is a parallel to BC and passes through the midpoint of side AB. We know that AM equal to MB from the coded properties. So M is a midpoint for side AB. And again, MN equal to 3 centimeter, which is equal to BC over 2. And this is one condition to prove that MN is parallel to BC. Then we can say that N is a midpoint for side AC by the inverse of midpoint theorem. Thank you guys for watching. Please do not hesitate to contact with me if you have any question about this lesson and the previous lessons. Try to solve the worksheet and the problem in the elaboration section and send me your answers. Stay safe and good luck. If you liked this lesson, make sure to subscribe to our channel for more. And don't forget to click the bell to get all the updates.